Hello beautiful people, you all welcome back to my channel. This is Aditorin Diaries _. Please subscribe, like, turn on your notification bell if you are new on this channel, and do not forget to share this to people who may find this information relevant. Please take note also, I am not an immigration officer, neither am I affiliated with any. Every information shared on this channel is strictly based on personal experiences from close friends and families, and also research I have gathered. So please take note of that. I am sharing my experience on how I got scammed on the UK healthcare system process 2022/2023. So stay tuned, watch this video to the end and avoid this mistake. So later 2022, I had to write my IELTS, which is one of the process to the healthcare visa processing. You need an IELTS of at least 5.5. You need your passport data page, you need your COVID-19 vaccine, and your certifications. Okay, so this is what I did. I applied with my dependent and I was the main applicant. The agent we met, I wouldn't mention names, he charged us for 3.5 million naira as at then, and we started the process. But I had a delay with my IELTS results. My IELTS result wasn't ready because I hadn't written IELTS before starting the process. I had to quickly write the IELTS. I didn't get an earlier date. If you watch my previous video on IELTS, you will understand what I'm talking about. So, however, I wrote my IELTS, and after I got my certificate, the agent increased the money from 3.5 million naira to 7.5 million naira for me and my dependent. It was outrageous. However, we had already paid 3.5 million naira and we were not going to flash that to the drain. So we had to just hustle our way through, fix it, and then move forward because we really needed to jackpot at that period of time. Okay, so this cost me a lot for me and my dependent. We paid the agent the 7.5 million naira, and we were promised, I was promised an interview, which I did. This interview came as a Zoom call, video call. I did the interview with the personnel from the said company. It was pretty easy. So I think after the whole process, I think that the agent I used had an affiliation with the agent over there, and then they just wanted to corner us and then take our money. I believe I wasn't the only person who fell victim to this particular scam. Okay, so let me continue with my story or my experience. So after paying the money, the interview came. I got an email, and mind you, this was going through my agent, the agent I was using. Every information was passed through him to me. So I never had a direct contact with the company in the UK. Now, this employment was in London, and it was for 3 years, including your dependents. So this is what happened after we paid the money. I got the certificate of sponsorship after 2 weeks, and then application of visa started. Now, earlier, this agent told me he was going to apply for me first, and then my dependent comes later. And I was like, no, you can't apply for me first and my dependent comes later. If I already have the certificate of sponsorship, which is the COS, then we can actually apply together, because we didn't want any more delay. We had a whole lot of delays on several occasions. Okay, so after dragging to and fro, the agent decided, okay, fine, let's apply together. That's my dependent and I. We didn't do it ourselves. He still applied for us. Now, applying for the visa wasn't a big deal. The problem was that he did not give me the login to the visa application page. He told me he uses the same email and password for everyone, so he cannot share that information with me, that I would always get the information I need from him. The only information I could get was the one from UKVI because he used my email. So I could always get a direct email from UKVI telling me I'd applied for my visa and they'll get back to me. So ongoing, we applied for the visa. The visa was supposed to come out. We were supposed to get a feedback on the visa after 3 weeks at maximum, because for work it was really quick and fast, because the starting date of my job was close before the visa even started. But then it took about 1.5 months, that's 6 weeks and more, before we could hear from UKVI telling us they are processing our visa, and then they were going to get back to us because they are making some investigations because our visa was not straightforward. So please take note. When you get delayed, delay is very dangerous. You need to start figuring out what went wrong, what is going wrong. However, I wouldn't have known because I never went through that process initially before. I didn't know how it was. I didn't even know I could do this myself. So that's why I used an agent at the first place, paying a outrageous amount of money. So fast forward, after 2.5 months, they said our visa was out and we were denied. We're not only denied, but we were banned. Now I tried contacting the agent and his number is not going through. My friend who introduced the agent to me told me the agent has gone to Canada. So apparently he was also in the jackpot system. We were all in the jackpot system. Everybody needed money, so he had to do his own to get his money and do what he wants to do because Canada is expensive and all that. Please, this was not an online agent. I met him physically in his office. It was a physical thing. So it wasn't like I met him online. I never met him physically. I don't know his office. This was physical. I went to his office like twice or 3 times. Yeah, I think twice. I went to his office twice. We would always talk. We would always WhatsApp, text, you know. Any information I needed, he would give it to me via WhatsApp and all, until the visa was denied. Now, this agent claimed that now I had to apply for GSM notes. This was in the notes. My COS was fake. The COS was fake. It wasn't only fake, it was already used. So apparently he issued someone else's certificate of sponsorship in my name and applied for the visa for me with someone else's number and details. That earned me and my dependent a 10-year ban, but thanks to God now I am here. So it's very serious. Please do not fall victim to all these agents. You can do this yourself. Now let me tell you the whole process. It's very simple and easy. I would add some links on the description buttons and then you can check. Just get your passport ready. Do certifications on Florence Academy for healthcare standards. Then also get your TB test. Write your IELTS exams and make sure you pass. Get at least band 5.5. I will have a video about how to pass your IELTS in my previous videos as well. So when you get all of that, you get a police report, but the police report is not necessary until you are ready to leave the country to the UK. Now what you do is you create a LinkedIn account, you create Indeed, and then you start looking for jobs. Now, do not lie. You need to have healthcare experiences. At least be a support worker or work in a hospital. You can volunteer. There is Gramatoria. She does that. You could apply for her hospital and then you can learn and have the experience and the certificate for it. And then you start applying for jobs. You get a job and some companies even pay you for your flight, accommodation, and all of that to get to the UK and work for them. You can do this yourself. Please don't fall victim of these scams. It could cost you a whole lot of money. Please and please again, learn from my mistakes. Not every agent is bad, but if you are using an agent, please make sure you are using your emails and your logins by yourself. If the visa application comes, go to him, you do your visa application together. Make sure you are inputting the right things. Make sure your certificate of sponsorship is correct. Check it, cross-check with the company, call the company. If you have someone in the UK, let them investigate and be sure. Now, it's not only Nigeria or Africa agents that do this. They have people they are working with inside the company's disclaimer. It's not everything I could say, but they have people in that company that these agents in Nigeria, in Ghana, everywhere works with. Now, they always come around, get you to pay a whole lot of money, bribe their way through, give you the normal process, and take the money. So you really do not need to pay agents to do this. You can do it by yourself. It will take time, a whole lot of time and hard work, but it is worth it. And then you don't have to lose a whole lot of money for it. Now, how do you know you are not dealing with the right company, or your agent is a scammer or trying to con you of your hard-earned money? Number one, their prices are always very outrageous. Number two, they will not share their database with you. They will use their logins instead of your logins. They will tell you they can't share the login with you because they are doing it for other people. And they will not always talk to you about the truth on certain things. They will always try to hold back information that you need to know. Also, they will not always be disposable. They will not always pick up your calls anytime you want concerning what they are doing, and they don't like you to ask too many questions to what they are doing, because then they feel insulted, or they feel like, okay, you're getting close to knowing, or you're getting close to getting to know that they are doing something which they are not supposed to be doing, or they aren't doing something they're supposed to be doing. So if your agent starts with a price and later changes it to a higher price, or even reduces the price for you, please run. Do it yourself. In my next video, I'm going to be teaching you how to apply for this UK healthcare work yourself, and then you just need to exercise patience, take time, give it time, months and years, maybe, depends on your experience, and then you can get there without being scammed or paying huge amounts of money that you can use for yourself and your family. So stay tuned and do not go anywhere. Take care of yourselves and catch you later.